Because remember, Katrina, you know, you had some people stick around. Like, hey, man, as soon as they leave, I hear they got a 55-inch in the living room. We move it upstairs, come back a week later, boom, pawn shop, here we go, right? They can't find that. They're not finding that. They need that footage. So that's one thing they went after. Now, let's look at the people in charge. Who are the people in your neighborhood? So in New Orleans, we had a mayor, because we got a difference. There's Mayor Nagin, okay? Now, Mayor Nagin, interestingly, Mayor Ray Nagin's the mayor of New Orleans, okay? Now, federal inmate number 32751-034. See, that's a mayor of New Orleans with Katrina hit, right? Not going to talk about that. This is as of September 9th, 2014. Former New Orleans Mayor Ray Nagin on Monday completed a precipitous fall from grace, arriving at a federal prison in East Texas to begin a 10-year sentence for bribery and fraud committed while he was in office. Nagin arrived at Federal Correction Institute Texarkana only minutes before the noon deadline to report to start his prison term. The former mayor steered his white Ford Focus past news cameras staked out along the two-lane road across from the prison and pulled into a parking lot footage. See, Mayor Nagin became a federal inmate, number 32751-034, right? He was mayor, okay? Mayor, all right? Boom. Okay, now, let's look at Kathleen. Why Kathleen? Let's see. Kathleen Blanco, the Democrat of Louisiana. Kathleen Blanco is an American politician, the 54th governor of Louisiana. From January 2004 to January 2008, a member of the Democrat Party. She is the first woman to have been elected governor. God, that really worked out well, right? So we won't go into that. So she is the governor of Louisiana, okay, Democrat, all right? I swear to God, I shouldn't say that. I apologize. I keep saying I got to stop that. You know, my mom used to smack me, being the kid. I swear to God, Mom, bam, boom, right? So I got to back off, all right? So I'm going to say this. I would have, if I'm a Republican, this shouldn't be for free, but I would have ads up, okay? And I would have on the left side, obviously on the left, Democrat, who was in charge of the local area and the response during Katrina, Democrat, and Nagin, federal inmate number. I'd put his federal inmate number picture. And then I would go to who is governor of Texas today? Greg Abbott, right? We're going to move right along. Wait a minute. Don't move to that yet. Now, this lady here, show me it's called Katrina, school buses Katrina, right? Okay. Oh, yeah, they're doing everything. It says, I had a picture that says school buses Katrina. Look at that. You remember that? You remember the parking lots of school buses underwater because the governor did not give the green light for them to be used for evacuation? Remember that? Okay? Now, go to school buses Harvey. That's Katrina, okay? And now school buses Harvey. Right there. Would that be a line of school buses and a line of people getting on school buses to be transported to shelters outside of the area ASAP? Go back to Katrina school buses real quick. Katrina, governor of Louisiana, Kathleen Blanco, governor of Texas, Greg Abbott. Okay? Blanco. There you go. It's the governor of Texas right now, Greg Abbott. Now watch this. I'm trying to put this together because God knows I'm just trying. If you did not know how bad it is out there with these people, I want to look at how I have it here. Just stay with me. It won't take but a second. I have it here. Don't go anywhere. I had it just a minute ago. Where's it at? Don't go anywhere. Leave Greg Abbott up there. Maybe I don't have the URL here. This is a CNN reporter. CNN anchor tries and fails to get Texas governor to criticize Trump. You see, the federal response has to be it has to be as bad as Katrina. There's certainly something we can find, because we have a governor of Louisiana that did not work with our federal response teams. Okay, we had a governor of Louisiana that left the school buses to sit in water because she did not give the authority for them to be used to get people out of New Orleans. We have the mayor that is federal inmate. Now you fast forward here, you have the buses, you have everything moving in Texas. Who does the federal response FEMA team have to work with? Right there, the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott. CNN anchor tries and fails to get Texas governor to criticize Trump. Abbott says president showed deep concern for victims during his visit to flood-ravaged region, right? That's what he said, flood-ravaged region. CNN anchor Allison Camerata, which, Allison, why'd you do this? You know I used to be in love with you when you were on Fox. I mean, I would sit there and say, oh, Camerata, what a name. You know, I got along. I mean, why did you do this, Allison? Anyhow, CNN anchor Allison Camerata attempted multiple times Wednesday to bait Texas Governor Abbott, a Republican, into criticizing President Trump over his Tuesday visit to the flood-ravaged Texas, but not to avail. Liberal pundits have blasted the president for not being compassionate. Oh, by the way, I ordered one of those hats yesterday. You know, one of the hats, I ordered one of those, you know, you can put that up in a little bit, the 45 President, USA President. I ordered one of those hats. Well, they said that's what Trump went there for, was to market the hats. So I went ahead and ordered one. Liberal pundit has blasted the president for not being compassionate enough, even during his visit to the devastated region, by not meeting with victims. Trump didn't get out of the damn plane and carry somebody out of the water, okay? Because Camerata knows all too well that Trump could not get, the first lady got out and walked around in heels. Where's the nitro? Where's the friggin' nitro? Walked around in heels? Seriously? In the devastated region, she walked. No, she did not. Because whether you like this or not, the President of the United States cannot, absolutely cannot, walk into this region without an entourage that is so enormous, absolutely so enormous, that it would take away from rescue efforts. So he showed compassion by saying, you know what, I'm going to go to Texas, I'm going to land there, okay? I'm going to get as close just to say I'm on Texas soil, so I can at least say, you know what, I'm with you, and the compassion, you know, I can't get close enough to carry somebody out. So anyhow, they're attempting everything to get Abbott to talk bad about the president. So you have a different governor, you have a different response, you have a different. I'm going to break this down because this is important for all of us to think about. Because if you're watching anything else, they're talking about how his poll numbers are down and how you and I don't support the president any longer, and he's even losing white males 50 and over. That scared me. I mean, the white guys? No, don't tell me the white guys are going 50 and over, especially with no college education. Don't tell me Trump's losing the bubbas and the beer drinkers. It can't happen. So anyhow, here's the thing, and I'm going to break this down because I'm going to tell you just how bad these people are. He goes there and he comes home. Just wasn't enough empathy. He did not rescue anybody. He did not drive one of the boats. He did not get into a helicopter and do a triple landing and dive into the rushing waters and save a puppy. I mean, if you'd have just done that, Camerata and CNN would have been okay. If that lady coming into the shelter, freezing cold, 4 foot of water, trying to hang on to her kids, not lose them in rushing water, would have just said, Donald Trump did this to me, and I lost my phone, and there's no Obama to give me a new one, then they would have had something. They almost have something. If we did not have the pictures of the buses floating with water where Nagin and Blanco would not give the green light to use to evacuate, we just could have had something. Now, here's the one. I'm not done yet because I'm going to paste this all together. I'm going to paste it all on the wall together for you.